guys, so I've gotten a lot of questions about how I'm able to fit school in with my schedule and with fun stuff. Um, and so I thought I'd do like a really short video of just me talking about it for a few minutes. And I'm still doing my no makeup cleanse. Um, Except I decided, oh, lipstick doesn't count. Because it's good for your face too, like it's good for your lips, you know? It doesn't count. Anyway, so basically I graduated high school. I'm technically graduating this year, but I stopped doing high school classes in school last year. Well, I finished math in like the early fall. I did it over the summer and fall, so I didn't have to do it this year because my mom and I both knew that I was just going to get busier and busier, so it was better to get as much done as possible as soon as possible. So I'm not doing school this year. I'm doing like a fashion school, but I haven't done it for a while because I'm kind of stuck on the fashion illustration module. I'm a terrible illustrator and I can't seem to get past it. They won't let me pass because my drawings are so bad. So I'm doing that this year and I'm doing work. I'm busier with work than I've ever been before, which is exciting, but also hard to keep up with stuff. So normally I work a couple hours a day. Is like the norm, and then there are a couple days a week where I work all day in the studio, save like an hour for like free time. I have like a break time. And then some days I don't work at all in the studio because I'm out doing stuff, or I do like office work a lot in the morning. My arm's getting tired. I'm weak. I need to go back to muscle class. Anyway, but last year I was running a business and having a social life and doing regular school, which was kind of my senior year. It ended up being, oh my gosh, my arm's getting really tired. And what I would do is, in the way it was set up, I don't know if you've heard of Classical Conversations, but it's kind of like a co-op, and you have like a tutor, and you go to class once a week, and then you do your schoolwork at home, and your mom is still your teacher. But my mom was my tutor too, which was fun, and it was also helpful because she was able to like help me with my load, and she knew that because it wasn't just a hobby like, oh, but I want to have more time to sew and do fun stuff. It was like, I need to have more time for my business. She was super gracious, and like towards the end of the semester she started helping me figure out what I don't need to do, what I can drop and stuff like that, and still have a nice high school transcript. But I would normally, in the fall, the way CC is set up is that, I'm resting my hand on hangers now, I'm so weak. The way CC is set up is that in the fall you have like your most amount of school, and in the winter too. And so like you're super busy with school, and I didn't get a lot of orders last fall. I wasn't as busy as I was this fall, or definitely not in the spring and summer. So it was much easier for me to do school all day and then maybe like work a couple hours a week in the studio and like get a couple orders done, and then do my schoolwork was most of what I did. And I didn't do as much fun stuff last year because I couldn't drive. So that's kind of why I do so much extra stuff this spring. And then when springtime came, I was actually done with school in like April, or I think it was like around Easter we finished. So by the time I finished school, my busy season started up, which was super nice that I was able to like not have to worry about school and my busy season. I was just able to focus on work and fun stuff, which is not that hard to do, I don't think. But I think that's the great thing about homeschooling, is that you can help your kids rearrange your schedules for what they need to do. I mean, they didn't necessarily do that much when I was just doing sewing as a hobby, but as soon as I made it a business, they were definitely more aware, and they made sure that they helped me out with having time for everything, which I'm super appreciative of. So yeah, I think if it's just something that you want to do as a hobby or like fun stuff, then school's gonna come first, and you might not have as much time as you'd like. I think that's just natural. But if you are running a business, then I think that it's a great thing to focus on doing things that strengthen your business. And a lot of things my mom and I talked about was like, do I really want to take this class if this is what I want to do, is designing, fashion designing? Do I really want to take this class that literally has nothing that will help me? And I've already done a class like it before, you know, like I was going to do advanced biology, and I was like, I don't need another science. Is there any point for me doing this? It's not going to help me at all with my school stuff. Like, I'd rather do a design type class, and that's kind of how we decided to do that. But anyway, so it's just kind of like you kind of pick and choose what is important and what you have time to do and stuff. So I think it's just a matter of prioritizing and if you are homeschooled, then you are incredibly blessed and you have such an advantage because you can rearrange your own schedule, which I think is so great. Like, I don't think I'd have my business if I wasn't homeschooled. And if you aren't homeschooled, then I'm sure there are other ways you can figure out something, or you can just sit tight until you're done with high school and then branch out your business more. I don't know. I think it just depends on the person and their social life and their schoolwork life and what they want to accomplish. I know a lot of my friends are way more academically, like, they're just way more into academics. And I mean, I'm into academics. I've always been into getting good grades, and I've always actually liked school. But I know I've always tried to keep, like, what I do in mind with what I need for my business. So, like, I think in the fall I'm going to take some business classes, which will be really great and helpful, I think. But that's doing school, and it's also helping me. So anyway, I hope that that helped your answers. And if you have any more questions, feel free to let me know, or if you have any more questions about anything I said. But I hope that that helped you and helped cleared up some confusion and stuff. I'm not doing school this year. I'm doing design school once I figure out how to draw. But I am working way more this year than I was last year. But I hope it helped you figuring out how I was handling school and work and fun last year when I did have school. So anyway, bye!